Hi everybody, today we are making hummus. And we made some crackers last night to go with the hummus. They smell and taste delicious, so I'm excited to try it. Hummus is a Middle Eastern dish that originated from the Arabic word, that is the Arabic word for chickpeas, or also garbanzo beans that we have in our stores around here as well. And what I did is I went ahead and I soaked these overnight, and then the next day I cooked them for probably about an hour to 30 minutes. And the next step I want to do, in order to make this hummus really smooth, you want to try to get the outer little layer off that I just did there. So if you can see, I take this and I just peel it right off the outside there. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put it in a strainer, and I'm going to have water flowing over it as I pick through. A lot of them will pop off. That'll allow your hummus to be more smooth, which is the way that I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. I went ahead and sorted through. I got them wet in the colander, and then I sort of picked, like you can see, there's still some that I missed, which is not a big deal. If you miss some, it's, it's a whole bag. You can also use canned if you don't feel like going through the whole process of soaking them in water and then cooking them for an hour and a half. They're already pre-cooked. You can just pull them out of the can. This is a bag, a 15-ounce bag that I'm using. And once I wet them, I just kind of go like this, and they start all falling off, and I just sort through and pick that out. You don't have to do that, but it makes a smoother hummus if you do that, so that's why I go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the ingredients real quick. I have the food processor ready, a bag of garbanzo beans. I have fresh squeezed lemon juice here. I used to make my own tahini. What you do is you get the seeds, and you don't have to bake them, but I baked them. It gave it a better flavor. And the only difference is on these, the sesame seeds are whole, and when you buy them in the store, they're not. But when I made the tahini, I didn't notice any difference. So I just had bought the sesame seeds, I baked them, and then I put them in the food processor until it became creamy, and voila, you have the same thing. But since Trader Joe's is now carrying an organic tahini, this is what I'm using this time. So that's that. And then I have some olive oil that we're going to be using. And I have some olives, some black olives. You can add lots of different things to this. I've done black beans, red peppers, all kinds of things to give it some extra pizzazz and flavor. And then I have a little bit of cayenne pepper that I'm going to use to give it some more flavor. And last but not least, the most important ingredient here is garlic. We love the garlic in there. It tastes delicious. It provides vitamin C. It keeps your immunities up during the wintertime when it's cold and we're not getting as much nutrients from the sun because it's not around as often. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the beans inside our food processor. And we're going to get ready to blend this up. I wanted to mention that the fats in these are monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, so they're brain healthy. They provide nutrients to your cells and your heart healthy fats, so you're okay with that. Just eat everything in moderation. That's the key. We're going to go ahead and get this blended, and we'll get that going right now. I did a quick little blend up here, and I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. Add as much garlic as you want. I am going to add about 4 or 5 because I have a lot of beans here. This tahini is a bit like the natural peanut butter that you purchase. The oil separates, and so you just have to do a good job of blending it all in there. Then I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. It smells like peanut butter, but it doesn't taste like peanut butter. 2 tablespoons of that. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2, 3. So far we have the garbanzo beans, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, some tahini, 2 tablespoons of tahini, and that's good. This is, look at that, doesn't even need to go on the spoon. All right, I put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now we're gonna go ahead and blend it up again. Our hummus is looking good. A few things that I added while this was going. I added about a teaspoon of salt, sea salt. I added about 2 more tablespoons of olive oil. I added about 2 more tablespoons of tahini and about 2 more tablespoons of lemon juice, as well as a 1/4 cup of water. Now, with the water, you kind of want to just watch it, and the water will help bring in some smoothness. Obviously, the lemon juice and the tahini will as well, but the water, you don't want to overdo it or it'll be really runny, and you don't want that. So this is still, you know, pretty thick, and it looks really creamy. You want to look at that. There's a lot of protein and fiber in this from the chickpeas. They're also high in iron, folate, B vitamins, phosphorus, and like I said earlier, the vitamin C is going to be in the lemon juice. So that's that. I have some olives here that I'm going to add in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the olives, and then I'm going to just do a pulse or 2, so they're still pretty big, like chunks in there. And then you can just put a few on top if you're serving it with friends or family or what have you. And you can drizzle a little more olive oil on top for decoration and seasoning. Oh, I also put about 1/8 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in there. You're not going to notice too much of that. Oh, and the most important thing to ward off vampires, because I don't like vampires and you probably don't either, is lots more garlic. I added probably 5 or 6 more pieces of garlic, so you're probably going to need a whole thing of garlic. And I'm still just now getting some of the flavor. There's a lot of beans in here, so it required a lot, and you can do that by taste. You may or may not like them, but I like the garlic a lot, so I added more. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put about that much. I'm going to leave that much to just kind of put over the top, and I'm going to do a quick pulse or 2 just to kind of get them in there, but not chopped up to where you can't see them anymore. And that should be good. So you should still get a few little chunks when you go to eat it. And then I would like to show you what I made. These are the crackers that are made. They're pretty cool. They were a lot of fun to make. You can make them any size you want. They're supposed to be kind of this one kind of broke off, irregular pieces. So I have a cool little recipe for that. You make these little crackers. Oh, you know, made quite a bit. I have 2 bags full. So these are specifically for this. I use the sourdough starter from the bread that I keep going, and then I also use some semolina flour, and I used a pizza stone, and I cooked them 2 minutes on each side to get them kind of bubbly and crunchy going. So that's that. We're going to go ahead and take a piece out. You know, one of the things I recommend eating with hummus is definitely going to be vegetables. That's my favorite thing to eat with hummus, is to use like carrots. You could use broccoli, you could use celery, anything like that. It goes really, really well with this. I really just wanted to try making the crackers for fun. Oh, they are infused. There's a olive oil infusion in these of garlic and some other spices. So they smell like pizza dough, like really good pizza dough. They smell really good, and you get the flavor out of them. So it was fun to try, and I just wanted to do it. So let's go ahead and give this a shot and see how we like it. It's perfect. I'm getting the garlic flavor, which I love. I probably shouldn't double dip, so I'll leave it at that. Actually, I'll take a little piece off the end here. Really, really, oh, and I can see some of the chunks of the olives down in there now. I see that. Little pieces in there. And then we can just put some on top for decoration. Oh, there they are. They look like little chocolate chips all over the place there. This is my friend Hank. He says, "Ooh, I want some of that hummus." Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this recipe. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And happy Valentine's Day, everybody.